It is Monday, June 28th of 2021. And I hope you like flowers because today's going to be a real potpourri of things to talk about. Right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! Alright, that's the intro. Whoops. Alright, come on. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Wow. So slow. And welcome, everyone, to Guy's Daily Drive. Yeah, it's a show. It's a show today. In my never-ending quest to make more content that I then delay actually putting out, here we go with another Guy's Daily Drive. I have two already recorded that I haven't yet edited. So why not throw a third one in the mix? Why not? And I don't have much in the way of an excuse because I didn't do Mac the Future, the live cast last week, because I was helping Peter move. And boy, wasn't that a fun experience. It was, actually. It was. I went down on, in case I haven't already said this, I went down on Wednesday, spent the night, and then we got up early on Thursday, got the truck, and got a smaller truck than we had originally planned on because they didn't have as much big stuff that they were actually moving that day. And the whole move part of it went remarkably smoothly. There were a lot of people, so nobody was like, especially me, nobody was like all wore out at the end of the actual move. The hard part was the traffic down, and they only moved like 15 miles, I guess. Between 15 and 20 miles. It wasn't that far. But it took us almost an hour to get down there. And then it took us, after we'd emptied the truck and we were bringing the truck back, that took like another 2 hours. And oh, geez, this traffic was a nightmare. And the problem with these trucks, now if you drive with 1 foot, you probably keep your heel down below, where the accelerator and brake pedals are, and you just kind of, shuffle your foot over the accelerator and then over the brake. You don't really lift your foot up. You're just kind of shuffling the part that's pushing down from one side to the other. Well, because of the way this truck is, you couldn't really do it like that. You had to lift your foot up and then put it on the accelerator and put it on the brake. The problem was the traffic was so bad that, you weren't really moving that far. So, I'd take my foot off of the brake, and the idle was strong enough to get the truck moving at a slow speed. And then I would just kind of have to hover my foot over the brake until we were coming up to a stopping point, and then brake the truck again. And oh my God, what a pain in the ass. Just not fun at all. And what made it worse was the steering in the truck was just super vague. I mean, I'm trying to keep it straight going down the road, and the steering wheel is constantly kind of moving to the right or to the left because of how the front end was aligned or not aligned. So it was not a great truck. Kind of really, really sloppy. But we got it done, and I got home. So not too much to complain about there. A couple of things going on. In November, we're finally going to get to go see Escape to Margaritaville, which is the play with the Jimmy Buffett music. Now, I gotta say, I was initially very enthused about going to see this, even though I knew it was, a silly bit of fluff and didn't get great reviews, but it just seemed like a fun thing to do. And then COVID hit, and it got delayed by like a year and a half. And now, all this time later, I'm just not that enthused about it. But the tickets are bought, paid for, and we either don't go and waste the money on the tickets, or we do go and hope that it's a better experience. Not so much just the play itself, but just the whole thing of going down to Durham, North Carolina, and everything else is going to be fun. And I'm hoping it will be. The other thing is there's a Beatles tribute band called Rain. I've never seen them, and I've always wanted to. They usually play at a local venue called Wolf Trap, but it sells out like crazy fast every single time they come around, and I've never been able to get tickets for it. Well, now they're playing at the MGM, which is just on the other side of the bridge from us in Maryland, and there's some tickets available, some good tickets, front section tickets, and they're reasonably priced. So haven't bought them yet. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, and I know if I don't do it soon that it's going to be sold out. And that's in October, and we don't have to travel far for that one, obviously. And I'm thinking I should just go ahead and do it. You know, don't waste any more time. Just buy the damn tickets and go see the play. Because I can't get Tracy to commit to it, but even if she doesn't want to go, hold on. Woo. Sorry about that. Had to brake kind of hard. Even if she doesn't want to go, I know Peter will go. Peter loves the Beatles. He came over to the house last night, and I have this old PC that I used to use to play Steam games since Apple went to 64-bit. All those Steam games that I had were all 32-bit, and they didn't convert them. None of them were converted to 64-bit. So thank you, Steam. Appreciate that. This thing is getting sloppy. There we go. And that kind of sucks, because those are fun games. And when the whole M1 thing started, and I went ahead and got one, then I also got an Intel Mac Mini, and I've kept that on a previous operating system. And I can now use that to go play Steam games. And with the two monitors that I have one set up that it's connected to both Mac Minis, both the M1 and the Intel one. And I can easily switch between them. And so that's how I'm playing those Steam games now. But you know, the funny thing is, I find I don't really do it that much. I've got so many other projects going on that I don't really have time. And one of the other big projects that I need to get started on is all this video that I had converted to digital, and I need to get those into an editor and start editing them down. And going all the way back to, some of it is like home movies shot in the 70s, and my wedding, and Guy and Peter when they were just little kids, and of course other stuff with the family. All of it just kind of sitting there, and I need to do something with it, and not just let it go to waste. But again, time is the issue. The other thing I'm having a problem with is DaVinci, which is a fantastic video editor, but lately it's been having a few audio sync issues. Not so much, fortunately, with podcast stuff. So if I'm doing Mac the Future Livecast through StreamYard, or My Mac podcast through StreamYard, when that gets converted over, and that works fine. But the stuff with Guy's Daily Drive, for some reason, the audio is just way, way, way off. And I don't really know why. I don't know what the problem is there. And I'm able to get around it because I just go ahead and use iMovie, or I guess I could use other audio or video editing programs too. And it, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I do have other options. But I like using DaVinci. It's an easy to use multi-track video editor, and I don't know if the problem is video downloaded through Facebook or what, but it just doesn't work. And even if I unsync the audio with the video and move the audio to where it syncs up with the video, it still doesn't come out right. And I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. So for Guy's Daily Drive, it looks like until this gets resolved one way or the other, I'll have to keep using iMovie or find some other video editor. And I've used a bunch of them, but iMovie is there and it's free. And because of the simple nature of Guy's Daily Drive, single camera shot, there's no one else talking. It's pretty easy. So that's what I got going on with that. And I've got some comments, but I can't quite read them. I'm sorry, while driving. I was just going to check and see what they were, but now I'm on the move again. Troy was on earlier, and I was able to read one of his comments. I don't know if I'll ever be able to figure out a way to do this Guy's Daily Drive and see what comments are up and talk to people and all the rest of that. That may not be safely possible. And I mean, it's bad enough that I'm recording a podcast while I'm driving. To throw interactivity into the mix as well is probably a really, really bad idea. That would be a bad guy. All right, we're gonna end this. Whoops, do I have to wait? I do have to wait. We're gonna end today's Guy's Daily Drive. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me today. I really, really do appreciate it. If you would like to help contribute to the things that I do, you can go to patreon.com/MacParrot and sign up to do a monthly thing if that's what you want to do. You can go to ko-fi.com/MacParrot to do like a one-time donation thingy, and that's fine too. You can also pay a pal by going to paypal.me/MacParrot, and you can donate through that way as well. And again, you don't have to. You really don't. If you're enjoying the content, cool, because I'll keep making it no matter how many people watch, listen, contribute, or what have you. I just like contributing. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, email address is guy@mymac.com. Twitter is MacParrot and VertShark. VertShark.com is the website where you can see all the odds and vids. VertShark over on YouTube to look at the just the vids, and then you can like, share, subscribe. Did you see it? Like, share, subscribe. It's so easy. All you got to do. What else? I think that's it. Oh, make sure you catch me on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. usually with Warren Sklar and David Ginsburg on the Mac to the Future livecast over there on Facebook or YouTube, as well as the mymac.com podcast that I do with Gaz every single weekend for 11 years. 11 years we've been doing that show and still having a blast doing it. That, I swear, is likely going to do it. Again, I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to join me here today on Guy's Daily Drive. And I will see you, all of you, right there, next time, right here. Bye-bye.